Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Frostpunk in our The Black Faith series. Exciting news for Frostpunk owners and for viewers of Frostpunk content on the channel. We have a new scenario pack coming out called the Fall of Winterhome. Brand new map, apparently some visual improvements. Not too much has been shown just yet, but as of the day that I'm recording this episode, we do have information on the release date, which is coming up pretty much within a week, I think, of this episode posting. Yeah, within a week. So what I'm going to do actually is try and get through the content for this series. I'm going to try and get it completely recorded and finished, because these usually take less than 20, even less than 15 episodes. I'm going to try and get through it and have it all recorded with the current patch so that we don't have any kind of issues like we did last time with the Great Order. And that way we can also be ready to cover the Fall of Winterhome, which sounds like it might be a fun thing to do. Let me know what you think of that. But for now, let's go ahead and jump back in. We are sending our scouts out to the Sturdy Shelter. They're going to be there in 13 hours. We have some raw food. It is the very beginning of the day, and we are going to be needing some more coal soon. Let's take a quick look at how our coal stockpiles are doing. Pretty good. We're all right there. We have one more pile over here that's not being exploited yet, and we have 30 people that are not working, including engineers. So as soon as I have more wood, we do have one sawmill already running. I might go ahead and, since I have the steel, I might go ahead and put a steam hub out here. Eventually this will... Yeah, if I put it here, if I put a... Well, hang on, there's a couple of different things I could do. I could put it here, it might eventually help a coal mine if I have it in the right position. Tell you what, let's see if we can put a little bit of a street here. Not quite enough. I'm going to wait for the workday to start so we can get a little bit of wood, and I'm going to build a street out that direction and build the steam hub just slightly that way, because I want it to be able to heat a coal thumper if I place one here, and also there will eventually be a coal mine there, and if I can have it eventually helping the coal mine, even if I have to upgrade the range on the steam hub to make it happen, I would very much like to do that. We're also researching heaters, which will help with our infirmary, our medical post rather, that is currently, well, in need of some heat. Right now we have 11 people that are hungry. Actually, just kidding, just 8. And hopefully that'll continue to get better. Alright, we are seeing some... Yeah, there's definitely plenty of food available. Heaters has been researched. That was nice and quick. So let's go ahead and turn that one on. And actually, just in general, let's have a quick look around and see where else heaters might be needed. We could do one at the... I mean, the workplaces, I think, are where they're needed most. Yeah, these are moderate risks of getting ill, but of course turning these on means my coal consumption is going to increase. I'm going to need to be quite careful with this, because we are not playing on medium difficulty anymore. Now, what would be ideal here? Should I go for faster gathering, or should I go ahead and go for drawing boards? Well, one thing I said I would do is build a bit of a road out this way, so I will. And I think that is where I would like to put it. So those areas will be heated, and actually with that in mind, I don't need to run these heaters. I won't need to, because we're going to have a steam hub there. That one I will run, and that one of course I'll run, for reasons we've discussed. But faster gathering, I think, let's go ahead and do that, because we're going to need that for the coal, if nothing else. And we do have, that's right, I put 15 people on this pile last time, including some children. Possibly enjoyed that a little bit too much when it happened. Need to be careful not to come off as too much of a sadist while recording this series. Let's see. If I do a coal thumper, which I've already researched, we can put one in immediate range of the... Yeah, let's just do there. Because again, we're going to need that coal in place as soon as possible. Alright. Coal pile depleted. Which one? Alright, that one. So we have some... That's right. What I did was I went ahead and piled some people onto the coal on top of the gathering posts that are working these. So, hang on. We need to go ahead and put another, I guess, engineer on that coal pile. What do we have here? A note of thanks. Someone has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us all. I'm glad I could help." The care house is currently doesn't need heating. Have some mild frostbite, though. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Coal thumper, once it's in place, I think my coal situation will be okay, at least for a bit. I might have to do a second coal thumper just to be absolutely sure. Okay, there's that. Let me go ahead and do engineers working the coal thumper. And also, I suppose this gathering post needs to go ahead and have 10 workers for the coal that the engineers are going to drum up. Sawmill's going to town over here. Gathering post depleted. Really, that was fast. Alright, so with nothing else for this gathering post, should I go ahead and dismantle it? And maybe just have a sawmill up here? Could be a good idea. Or maybe leave it and have it supporting additional coal thumpers later on. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe that's the best thing to do. I will take the kids out of it. We don't need people working it at the moment. But what else can we do? A second sawmill is probably a good idea. We need to build this street out just a little bit farther. And now... Oh, now it's going to destroy important resources? You didn't tell me that before, jerk. Alright, well in that case we didn't need to build the street. Let's just put it there. Alright, so this coal pile is not going to last much longer. I'm going to go ahead and pull the kids off, since I had some additional workers become available. What am I trying to do? Yeah, alright. Just want to have a similar number of available workers. Off to the side. 3 hours until the scouts arrive. We're on speed 2 at the moment, just for caution's sake. Alright. We have enough coal at the moment. It's not warning me too much about the cold situation. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold, and we ask you to address the problem. There's no I or we in that sentence. So you'll have to start heating 9 of the cold homes within 2 days, or we can heat all of them. And this is showing... We have to start heating 18 cold homes within 24 hours, then keep them heated for 2 days. We could heat all homes. Let's just say some homes. Let's be conservative with our promises, as we have been in the past. Let's also take a quick look. Okay, this is why. Oh no, no it's not. It's just the general temperature situation that's leading to this, really. How do you expect me... I mean, I guess... Temperature in all heat zones rises by 1 level, but generator stress rises as well. So I'll go ahead and turn on overdrive and run it for as long as I can and hope that that does it. Book of Laws. We might get a research option that will help us as well, but for now... Let's see, Public House could help with public order. You can also do dueling law. Disagreements between people who face deadly threats every day can be resolved in a duel. Haven't really worked with emergency shifts before. Sometimes we have to concentrate on the task at hand at the cost of everything else, or die. After introducing this law, another one can be passed. Using the emergency shift will raise discontent, and discontent will raise slightly when this is passed. Why don't we do... Since we do need hope right now, let's do the public house first. Just as a means of keeping people happy. Appeasing the populace. We're not going to go full crazy just yet. Give me a minute. We'll get there. Alright, we can do a public house there. Public house here. We could do one here, but... Well, the thing is, I might want to build it in a place that's going to require me to build another heater nearby. That's probably the best place for it right there. Or there. Either there or there. Let's have it be there. And then... could we go ahead and do a steam hub? Hang on. There's a couple of different options that I have. I could go ahead and pull a street around this direction. So that's not the most efficient use of space in that area. But, see, that's a lot of overlap between the steam hubs. I don't know if I like it. I think I'd rather another steam hub be like farther out here, but the issue is wanting like houses in this area to be, just anything in this area to be warm. Yeah, that's a lot of overlap. I don't know that that's the most efficient use of space. I would kind of rather have another steam hub out here. I don't know that I'm going to build another one yet at all. Let's hold off. Scouts are almost there. Right now we have all of our people, thanks to overcrowding, I believe is what we signed, right? Yep. Thanks to overcrowding, we have all of our people in hospitals at the moment. And now let's go ahead and put some workers in the public house. Hope rises. Scouts have reached the sturdy shelter. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door to all scientists. If you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in two directions. London, 1934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Sites discovered, Steel Bridge. So we now have a steam core, and then we got some additional wood and prepared rations. Let's take the resources. And should I go ahead and go... those rations might come in handy. We don't have any hungry people at the moment. Let's go ahead and go to the bridge. We're out here. It's going to be 13 hours. I'd rather go ahead and take that next step. And then I do want to put 10 engineers on this job here. We don't have anything for this gathering post to do. Yeah, we're right on coal for the moment, but I don't think it's going to stay that way. We're going to have kids work that pile so that we free up some workers and engineers for other jobs. Yes, Timothy, people are depending on you.
Work time. Get moving.
You promised your people that they have enough decent food to eat, and you delivered. Very nice. I wasn't even looking down here to see that that was something I was doing. So I'm glad that worked out. Faster gathering is almost done, and then we will be able to get the next levels of technology. Scouts have reached the bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton. Explore! We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it, even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. We could send it to the city, or again, we can get some steel and steam cores. Let's go ahead and send it to the city. We reprogrammed. Holy crap, I cannot read today. We reprogrammed the automaton and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. Close. Okay, so now the scouts have some additional spaces they can go. There's a large convoy here, or a weather station here. I'm not sure what exactly the yellow dots represent. It might be the main story line or something. Let's go ahead and go to the large convoy, because we can use some additional people just to work more jobs. Speaking of that, it's probably time for an additional workshop or two. See, we could do one here, and that would fill that space quite nicely. Let's do that. Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. Hope falls slightly. We'll find out in Winterhome. It's almost like something terrible has happened. Anyone else get that feeling? I get that feeling. Alright, faster gathering has been researched. Let's go ahead and go to drawing boards. Just kidding, don't have the wood for it. Need to wait until we have 50 wood. We don't have that, we do have that sawmill set up. So, tell you what, let's turn the heater on for you. You don't need a heater on, even though there's no one working it right now, so it doesn't matter. And then you guys definitely need a little bit of love. Not quite at 50 wood yet. I can go ahead and do my last workshop. Build it out here with the first few. Let's do that. Shape of that workshop changed slightly. Saw that. And maybe I'll just have it out like right there. And now, yep, need what? Yeah, it actually used up more of my wood, but I'll have more soon. Citizens became gravely ill. Sign another law. We'll be able to dedicate all our efforts to healing those who can recover quickly at the cost of sacrificing the more severely ill. New ability, you can use triage in medical facility to instantly heal 1/2 of patients. 1/4 of patients will die instantly. Hope will fall, discontent will rise. Holy crap. We're not going to go that far just yet. But we will. Moonshine. We can give people a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day and 12 hours. House of Pleasure. Our hardworking people deserve all the relief we can provide, and some of them yearn for the pleasures of the flesh. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day and 12 hours. Prostitutes can be employed in the public house to further lower discontent. Hope will fall slightly. Obviously. We could use the body parts of our deceased to save lives and accelerate healing. This way the dead can continue contributing to the survival of our city. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 1 day, 12 hours. That one's nice and chilling. Let's go ahead and do organ transplants.
Listen, everyone.
And now we're at 50, so we can finally unlock drawing boards. And surprise, surprise, we're out of wood. We're doing okay on coal, I have to say. Alright, we're gonna have to turn this off, which means my promise to the people will not be kept. Unfortunately. Hope falls, discontent rises. Yep. More bitching. I should have just ignored that promise. I should have known that there was no way I could have possibly done it. At least we have 4 workshops now. Scouts have reached a large convoy. This is a convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They are weak and have no provisions. We should escort them to their we should listen to their story and escort them to the city. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. So we can escort them to the city. Let's do that. We'll bring home some new workers and such, and then we'll head back out to the weather station before long. I really shouldn't have made that promise. But it's okay. They're just giving me more and more reasons to mistreat them later. Assuming we survive that long. Because this is Frostpunk we're playing. Let's not get cocky. Let's see. I could do a second coal thumper here. And that would probably be a good idea. It's also within range of the steam hub, which I didn't see coming. So that's kind of nice.
Get to work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
And this steam hub, actually, now that I think about it, is just supporting working buildings, so we only need it running during working hours. I'm glad I remembered that as an option. Okay, drawing boards have been researched, which means we have a lot available to us now. Generator power upgrade, generator range upgrade. It might be time to go ahead and do this because it's going to start getting colder soon. What would be the very next thing to do, though? Hothouse, maybe? To provide additional food. That's probably what we need to do first. And the bunkhouses. But I'm going to do the hothouse first. I'm going to start with that. And hopefully, now that we have 4 research facilities, which, by the way, if you want to see what that does for you, I'll show you really quickly. You get up to 160% research speed. So diminishing returns as you build more workshops, but you can have up to 4, and they give you better research. Works quite well. Now, we do need to keep an eye, I'm realizing, on my resource situation here. So we're going to do a coal depot way out there, so that since we're building up coal pretty quickly, we don't want to hit our cap. Scouts number 2 have returned safely to the city, so we have a steam core, lots of wood, some food rations. You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back out to Frostland, and we brought home a lot more folks. Oh, we did hit our wood cap, though. I didn't think about that. I think I was pretty good about that in the last series, because I had played Frostpunk a little bit more recently, so I knew that was kind of coming, but I forgot this time. We're going to send the scouts back to the bridge to Winterhome and then out to the weather station. They'll travel faster, of course, if we send them to a known location. Let's have the kids work that. And now, yeah, I currently have engineers working this. Do I want to have workers doing it instead? Let's do that. I need to build homes, and I need to build space for homes, in fact, because I don't have another heater set up at the moment that can support additional houses. So why not... Let's see where the best spot for one would be. We've got a lot going on out here. This is currently heated by this steam hub. Not right now, because no one's working it, but... need to use some of our wood anyway, so this gives us an excuse. Alright, we can still see the range on this other hub, so I think this is probably best. So we can have a lot of new homes kind of along this area. Oh, and also, hang on, that gives me time to consider where I want to put another one of these. Actually, right there would be just about perfect. Alright, and so now we need how many homes exactly? 4 more? That's doable. Perfectly doable, in fact. Okay. So that's a lot for them to build, but there's plenty of people free to build, so they should be able to jump on that pretty quickly. Now, this steam hub, thankfully, is not touching the coal thumper, so there's no overlap there. There will eventually be overlap, but for now we're okay. Now, let's go ahead and do a coal depot there, and I think it would be time to go ahead and build a... Oh, don't have the steel for it, never mind. What in the world? Are people... What's all the noise? Sick people, I guess? Right, Book of Laws. Adaptation. Organic fertilizer? What's this? Life springs from death. The dead will give us their last gift. Their bodies will be used to fertilize the soil in hothouses. Oh my god, I did not know that was in the game. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna go for moonshine. Just to lower discontent with every meal. And eating soup will cause less discontent. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And also, I think we've already set... Yeah, the cookhouses are producing just standard rations. Oh man, I did not know that was in the game. There's a lot of discontent at the moment. Our automaton has arrived, that's good news. That means one of our buildings can constantly be working. Alright, so now that he's here, I'm going to stop and we will make a decision in the beginning of the next episode as far as where this automaton is going to work. But I would imagine I would put him on... I might go ahead and build a coal mine once I have that researched and have the automaton working that. But... Or I could just have him running the gathering post, which is a possibility as well, so I'm always gathering coal from these piles. But for now, we'll leave this one here. In the next one, we're going to have to see what we can do food-wise. We are researching the hothouse, so that'll help a little bit. And then we have some sick as well that we're going to have to treat. And it seems like maybe one thing I can do to help in that department is turning the heaters on in the medical posts, which I will go ahead and do. Oh, the heater's already on in that one. So this will help the sick recover faster. But yeah, we've got our work cut out for us in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.